What's up, Devils? J-Dog and L-Dog back in the goddamn season room. Here to do another fucking video at 6 a.m. as always. And today's video we're going over, she jumped into a fucking little bit of a newer one. Again, I'll have to just remember when I'm going through videos and backlogging. This one is J-Dog getting ripped on in the comments. That goddamn video, and it's got 934 views, and 4 days ago it was posted, as the time I'm recording this video, and 176 fucking comments. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So start digging, Devils. Get the shovels and see what's in there.
All right. So we got Where Not Life Dwells. J-Dog, are you sporting a fake tan?
Not a fake tan, brow. It's a real tan.
A real tan.
And I tan, so... You know, because with the reason you tan and bodybuilding and shit like that, working out, just because you just look better. Like it just enhances the leanness and the cuts and shit, because there's like the shadowing. So, yeah, so I've been doing it for fucking years. And
same place?
Yeah, pretty much same place, yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, it's just, but I mean, if you're calling it a fake tan as opposed to tanning outdoor in the sun, then yeah, I guess it's a fake tan, but your skin produces the fucking same pigment and all that other crap the same. I would argue indoor tanning's healthier than tanning outdoors. Some may disagree, and the reason why I would argue that it is because it's timed. You know, that it goes off at like whatever X amount of minutes it's set for. And as opposed to sun, if you're laying out there for an hour and 20, you're just eyeballing it. You're getting probably too much exposure. So you probably are higher risk of fucking skin cancer, things like that. So.
All right, this is Reign of Rod. Are you ready? It's a long one.
This is the guy that was initially fucking ripping on me in the comments. So let's see what he has to say on this video. So
you demand all sarcasm in that post. Broham, I never spent much time hating on anyone's physique because we both know how much genetics play into it. With my hairline getting less full with every blink, at 30 years old, I'll be bald by 40.
Well, if it's thin by 30, yeah, you're fucked at 40. What I would do in that case, maybe look into see what your DHT levels are at on blood work, and if it's high and that's why you're losing your hair for that case, I would add in finasteride, just see what your dosing might be. 1 milligram a day is usually sufficient. Might even have to go as high as 2.5 milligrams a day, and that should fix the problem if it's a DHT reason. If it's just genetically you're losing it because everybody in your family loses it, then you're basically fucked. But one of the main reasons is because of high DHT levels. So you can give that a shot, but get that checked on blood work.
So he says, no excuses for not working out as I still do exercise 4 days a week. I just get this fucking itch inside when I start lifting to get huge. I become obsessive over it, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to get back to the weights today. We'll keep you posted. If anything I ever said comes off as real hate, please understand I don't have it in me to hate anyone, not even the posers. I felt like a poser for about the first 3 or 4 years I was getting heavy into black metal and death metal. So many elitists, yes. I was just using an over-exaggerated examples to basically say we can all be seen as posers by someone. Love the channel. I'll be in the comments as usual.
Yeah, I never took it that way, man. I mean, I just like to reply to your shit. I prefer comments like that. That way, it gives me as you can see, was able to make a whole video on that. So keep going. I don't take anything fucking personal whatsoever. But it gives fucking content and something to reply to rather than just somebody saying, "Hey, what do you think of the new blood incantation?" I mean, for me, maybe that's what the Devils, that's what they want to hear. But I would just think that's going to get kind of fucking boring because the way I kind of see this channel is, you see somebody who's in the fucking metal scene for well over a majority of my life, and this is my biggest interest and hobby and passion, so we share that in common. And I'm obviously in the business world in a sense, so I kind of get the inside scoop of things. So you can kind of like, wouldn't you rather talk about like random other things with the same, like-minded person on just anything, right? Because you're not, instead of speaking to some fucking random jackass at your 9 to 5 job who you can't fucking stand, and also what is into his fucking football and fucking just hard rock at best. It's like you kind of talking with one of your fucking metal bros that, it's hard to run into on a in-person daily basis because we're few and far in between, scattered all across the world. So,
well, I love what he says here about this. The second he starts to get the itch, he just wants to get huge. I think.
Because he said he used to compete, and that's what the fuck? 32 replies? What the fuck are they saying? Holy smokes. What are they saying? What are you saying? Mans.
I think they're asking him questions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What does this say he's saying here? yeah, there's a lot of back and forth with him. You guys are asking him more questions than you're asking me.
Yeah, look at that. Maybe we
Sounds
should get what's his name?
sounds like you start your own new goddamn channel.
I know we need to get Rain of Rot on interview maybe.
Yeah, the vibe I got from him, actually, I think him and I would probably get along better
I agree.
than any of the other fucking guys commenting, probably because he used to compete and in the bodybuilding,
We
and he
have
likes
two.
metal,
Yeah.
so we have the two exact same interests. So
Yeah.
chances are we'd probably get along better than any of them, anyone else.
Hit us up, man. All right. Let's see. Hey, Justin, cool video. Oh, sorry. This is Imperio
Nocturnal
Nocturno.
counts all the time. One of the five guys we only answer
Yep,
according to
right.
whoever said that in the
Yep.
previous video.
He says, hey, Justin, cool video as always. You do practice what you preach. Question, which metal band you like disappointed you the most when you saw them live? Keep them coming. So, who disappointed you?
Live, just live. So a band that I like
Right,
and a
but when you
fan
saw them
of.
live, like they sounded like shit, or the set was awful. Like I don't know.
Uh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, who the hell would be disappointing? There definitely has been ones. Um, oh, okay, yeah, the biggest one probably of all time actually was this is early 2000s would probably have been the band Pessimist because when I saw them, so the first two Pessimist albums are great, Cult of the Initiated and Blood of the Gods. Huge fan of those. And when I saw them, it was on. Well, I saw them actually right before this too. Both time. The first time I was disappointed. The second time I was really disappointed. The first time I saw them, they played in the Ohio Death Fest, and that's pretty much when they got rid of all the original members except Kel or Kelly, whatever the hell his name is. I think when he signed my shit, he just put Kel.
Mhm.
He was the only original member, and it had the lineup on that was like disappointing, but it was like I guess it's fine because like they still try to do kind of like the black metal vocals and shit. Second time I saw him, I want to say it was out in Pittsburgh, and that was when the third album came out. I forget what it was called, and I did not like it at all. It was just like low vocals and standard kind of like boring death metal, and it was I think Kel was even doing vocals, and it was just all low vocals. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this doesn't sound anything like the first two albums whatso fucking ever. So I don't even recognize the song, like nothing. I was like, very, very disappointed because I was a huge fan of the first two albums. Matter of fact, Pessimist first two albums, I would love for Hells to do those on fucking vinyl. Nobody ever really brings those bands up. I know somebody on one of the past videos brought them up, and I think I even showed my CDs on camera. But them, but yes, but the thing is, to their defense, is I don't know what happened to all the other members. I don't know if they all just told Kel to go fuck himself, or they didn't like him, or life got in the way, or whatever. Because it was basically, from what I think it's all the same guys in the first two, or at least for the most part, it is. And they all left, and it was just him, and it was completely. At that point, he should have just started a new band. I was like, this is not. This is completely fucking different. So probably them, or definitely one of them. That's the ones coming to my mind thinking about it.
Let's see. This is Dinkins. He's the dog that I
Yeah,
love,
Joe
right?
Dick. Yep.
I love that dog, man. He's so cute. Send some more pictures. J Dog, do you not work on your physique to build it as you would like? Then you're a bodybuilder, just on a competitive level, just not on a competitive level. I think saying that you have to compete to be a bodybuilder is wrong. There are pros and amateurs and enthusiasts. It would be like telling someone they're not a guitar player because they've never played in a band professionally. You really ruffled somebody's feathers, huh?
Well, it was Raven Rott who initially said that. But he was quoting. He said one of the Mr. Olympias said it. I can't think who said it. The only person that come to mind is maybe Lee Haney said that. But I know for a fact Sean Ray made that comment. Yeah, it's a matter of opinion. I agree because I mean, so all the guys that retired are they no longer bodybuilders? Are they still training shit? What are they? Because technically they used to compete. Yeah, you're not a competitive bodybuilder. You don't get on stage and compete and trying to whether at an amateur level or a professional level. And if you're on an amateur level, theoretically trying to make it to the pro ranks, which 99.9% of people that do it will never make it to even the pro ranks, nonetheless win a pro show. Um, so yeah, I agree. And again, I never really called myself a fucking bodybuilder. That's the type of training I do. That's the type of lifestyle I live. Whether you consider me a bodybuilder or not, don't know, don't fucking care. I don't need a certain label. So either way, personal preference and personal opinion, what you want to call it, don't make any difference to me. I don't need some. I gotta walk around with a T-shirt saying I'm a bodybuilder because I don't.
But I
you know.
do like, there's one reply, and it's from Poser Metal Records. And I like what he said. He said, well said. I found his take a bit too off. Many sports interests, hobbies, etc., have different tiers. I guess that's his way of being humble, and he can't fault you for that. Do you think you're being humble by saying you're not a bodybuilder, or you're really not a bodybuilder because you don't compete? Like, which
Uh,
are you being humble?
I don't think so. I just think I'm being honest. Yeah, like I said, if I am, I am. If I'm not, I'm not. But I mean, I live the same lifestyle as those guys for the most part, with the exception of like the last 2 weeks out from a show. Pretty much everything else, if you compared my lifestyle to those guys, the guys that are at the top, it'd be very, very similar.
Yeah.
Uh, the training regimen, the eating, everything. I'm pretty much doing the exact same fucking shit. So, and then again, what separates you from them at that point is there's pretty much only two things. The number one thing is going to be genetics. It's how far are you going to go with genetics? And then also mindset, too, because that's why I would say I'm hanging with all the top pros, for example, as far as what they're doing on a daily basis, because the mindset is doing it over and over for years on end. Anyone can do this for a week or two. But I
It's
mean,
hard.
yeah,
It's hard.
that's where the mindset comes in.
Yeah.
Like the guy brought up, like Lee Haney, that's where sight comes involved because it's the do of it. Like I could, any one of you guys that are watching and running stuff from the gym, you could easily come to the gym with me and do my exact same workout, replicate it. We just change, just use whatever
Right.
weights accordingly to change.
Lighter
But are
weights.
you going to be able to do it day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, not skip workouts, not skip meals?
Well,
Probably not.
it becomes harder because, like, what I don't think people realize is that then you're bringing your own meals to Thanksgiving, Easter. You can't eat what everybody else is eating. I like to drink and go out and eat. When he's on a diet, we can't do that. So I mean, it's a commitment. And not only is it a commitment for him, it's a commitment for our whole entire family because then we miss out. Even going to the movies, you have to bring your own snacks. Not that he's to that level, but a lot of them are. They talk about that.
Yeah, if you're
It's
competing, I mean,
hard.
that's especially even if I was to do an amateur show, I would do it at that level too, because the way I would see it, I'm like, any of the guys that were kind of slacking off or they need a cheat meal, etc.
Right.
I'm like, dude, that's fucking. I don't even know how you could mentally even have that without even being pissed off the next day because you're going on stage. The last thing I would want to do is fucking embarrass myself because I
Right.
want to be in the best condition, shape possible. So I'm not going to go up there and just look fucking embarrassing. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing up there? He
Right.
doesn't even look like he dieted. You know what I mean? You just look like a fucking idiot. So even if I wasn't even to do it like because you're not making money at the amateur level, and then when you're on a pro level and you're making money, it's like
Yeah.
I don't understand the guys that are fucking up. I'm like,
Right.
what are you doing?
Right.
I don't even get it. Like, how is this physically possible?
All right, let's move on. So this is Tommy Boy said John Gallagher now has a full head of hair. I'm still trying to get used to it.
Does he? I didn't even see. Oh, really? I didn't even see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I think it's on Instagram or something. I saw a picture. It was really weird. And I
Okay.
agree with you. It
Yeah,
is
I never seen
very
it. I
odd.
just know him as bald. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super odd. All right, this is RJCJ Rock. Hey J Dog, Young Buck here. I was wondering if you could give me any advice on starting a distro reissue label. I watched your old videos about starting a label, but I need more details.
I mean, yeah, I did that video how to start a record label. What more details would you need? I mean, so it build some type of website or whatever. Gonna have to start there because you need some type of way of marketing it. So build a website,
Get into contact with
and then
people,
yeah, just like
reach out.
just start wholesaling shit or put out a release yourself and put it on your site. That's literally how you start because the first thing you need a site so we're somewhere to sell it, and then you need merchandise to sell. If you have those two things, there's that. I mean, because everybody has a PayPal account, or it's very easy to subscribe to. So initially, you could just check out with PayPal, or hell, even if it's very simple times, hell, I think even like Iron Pegasus shit, which is still amateur as fuck how he's doing it. It's literally like he has his website. It's just listed. There's no images of things. At least last time I looked at it, I haven't looked at his site in years. And you copy and paste what you want in an email. Say, hey, I want to buy these items, and then he just sends you, yeah, okay, here's your total. PayPal me whatever $300 to ironpegasus at hotmail.com, whatever it is.
Mhm.
You could do that. I mean, at least just to get started off. I mean, so anyone, their mom, can do it. But the only two things you'll need: website, merch. So whether you put it out yourself or you wholesale other people's shit,
Okay.
so that's how you get started. That's what we did.
All right, this is from BLOL. Well,
BL01, I
one.
think.
Okay.
Blow blah one.
Hey J Dog, are Cold Stigos still on HHB? And if so, what are your thoughts on their music?
So Cult of the Ghouls, I'm not. That'd be more of a case question because the last two releases we did, it was I think it was combined labels. Like we were only U.S. territory, and somebody did European. I
Yeah.
don't even know who the fuck did it. I can't remember. So I'm not even sure where our status stands on them. Chase was always the one in contact with them. I would assume for U.S. territory that we're probably still working with them. And as far as music, I mean, I was never big on it. It's kind of unique. It's different, but it didn't do much for me. But it was kind of like cool, kind of artsy fartsy metal in a sense, I guess. That wasn't the norm. And I remember when their first album came out, and no one cared about them at the time. And then right after, maybe about 8 months in, they kind of like blew up in a sense. All of a sudden, people were on them like flies on shit. So people caught on to them really, really
It's
quickly.
definitely more up my alley for sure. I enjoy it. I mean, vintage magic. It's just, it's up my alley. It's kind of artsy fartsy, but I like it. So,
The Cult of Ghouls.
yeah. Let's see. Angry Fist of the Assassinator. J Dog, what are your thoughts on air fryers? I like quality chicken breast wraps with turmeric and paprika cooked in the air fryer with a side of steamed rice.
So we have an air fryer and we use
But
it.
what happened? We had it for a whole year, and I just thought it was
Yeah, if I
stupid.
said hook it up, because I heard other pro bodybuilders and shit, they have, they like it.
I use
Now
it
I would say
every
it
day.
seems like it's good, and I like how it comes out. However, the verdict's still out. Is it going to fucking get here 20 years from now causes cancer? I don't know. Hopefully not. I don't think so.
Then the three of us will have cancer
Yeah, but then
because
you'll.
I use it every single day. It's so
But
easy.
but
It's
yeah, no, I mean it comes out good, and I don't see how it could, but who the fuck knows,
and
right?
I make all the
And it's
meals. He
convenient,
doesn't
so
make any meals. I'm making all the meals.
every now and then I do.
Really?
Cook the beef and turkey the other
Okay.
day.
Good job, baby.
Yep.
All right. Oh, what did you do, honey? Mythos666. Dude, J Dog, for fuck's sake, next time put a warning sign up before you start shoving your body parts on the camera. Having lunch here, just doesn't feel right. Ha ha ha. And my 2 cents about having a six pack. Oh God. I can honestly say is I don't care about it. If there's a type of physique I could say I envy to an extent, it would be those mammoth dudes from strongman competitions. But can't imagine ever working in that direction. Some boxing and MMA is enough for me. Just in case he finds it enjoyable. Question though. What about female bodybuilders? Do you watch those too? Don't want to be too rude about them because obviously each their own, but personally I've always felt like they would be more suitable for a circus freak show.
So the first comment, yeah, like I said, there's exception to every rule. Yeah, I know everybody doesn't care about abs, but as a general rule of thumb, people do. And it's funny you say that about the strongman guys and shit like that. No, I could see somebody wanting to kind of have more of that style,
Right.
that powerful look, big and clothes and shit like that. It's not for me, but I will say this: it has crossed my mind once or twice, especially because dieting down for me is really easy. I have thought about it to where the bulk up is heavy because every time I even do a bulk, which I do once a year, I I get as heavy as I can, but off clean foods and shit with minimum junk thrown in there. So that way I don't get too fat. But I have crossed my mind. I was like, I wonder how big and heavy and strong I can get if I just said fuck it and just kind of, in a sense, ate more like a strong man, where you're just jamming in fucking calories. Yeah, they're still making sure they're hitting their protein. They're eating, like steak and chicken and whole eggs and things like that. But they're also adding in like pancakes and stuff, more calorically dense stuff. And I've cut because it's like, because worst case scenario, okay, yeah, I got pretty fucking fat, but you would put muscle on at the same time. And I wonder like how heavy I could get and how strong I get. So I was like, fuck it, if I just look deplorable, I was like, I know I can always diet down and get rid of it. So it has crossed my mind to do that. I probably won't though, because as I'm getting older, things are becoming a little bit more taxing, and I'm watching my blood pressure and shit's getting a little harder to manage and things like that as I'm getting older, as opposed to it never fucking was in my early 30s and 20s. It was never elevated ever, as opposed to now I'm running into that. So probably not for that reason now that I'm pushing 40. But going back, if I rewind another 10 years, I probably would. Like take 1 year, 8 months, and just do a really, really heavy bulk and just see if I can get up to, like I said, the heaviest I've ever been is 240. And you see how I get up to 260, 265, 270. That'd be fat as fuck, but then diet down to whatever the hell else amount of body fat I was going to see how much of that fucking kept. So, and as far as what I think about female bodybuilding, I don't. I mean, it's cool. I don't watch it too much. I mean,
We've seen
I
it.
like. So I mean, she might be considered open bodybuilder like Daniel Lynn Bailey. I think she's a
There you
really
go.
good looking girl. She competed though. She competed in physique class.
Yeah, but then she just went on to YouTube, so
Yeah, I don't
now
get,
she's just an
but she
influencer,
right, but that's what people
right?
know her as now. I'm talking about when I first met her, she was a bodybuilder. Nobody even knew who she was. I met her, there was zero line, and so her, I thought she was a pretty girl and was doing that, but she was doing a different class, kind of like when they almost right before they eliminated bodybuilding, opened up just a physique class. But the open female pro bodybuilding, I mean, it's cool to look at, and it's free, but
Again, to each their own, just like you said. I mean, no hate. It takes a lot of commitment, and I have nothing but respect for them. So I'm not going to say anything else about that. This person is mad at you, though, huh? Abby Simmons. Fuck, he didn't speak of metal for a single fucking second in this video. Again, it's
his name doesn't say anything about
right.
metal.
It's not a
Goddamn.
metal channel. Like, it's whatever you guys ask. So somebody asked the question, he answered
You
it.
know what's funny when guys bitch and whine about what's the topic's about is maybe it's just old school and there's a bunch of 10-year-olds watching is like whatever happened to fucking picking up the remote control and changing the channel. When you're on the car and let's say you're listening to the radio, which I never listened to radio, but people I did, you fucking man, this song stinks. You change the channel. You don't sit there like, I'm gonna rate these guys and say their shit sucks. No, you change the channel what you want. There's 10 billion fucking videos on YouTube. Change the channel to something you do like. Check back at tomorrow's video, maybe on topic like I just don't understand. Like, because like for example, I watch like podcasts and shit like that, right? It's usually in the bodybuilding world and stuff. And sometimes they get on topics of like on Fuad Abiyad's channel, they talk about cars and stuff. And I'll either just skip past it or I'll change. I'm like, I don't really care about cars. Talk about stuff. I don't get pissed. I don't leave a comment. I'm not upset. I just go on to the next fucking. I'm done with this. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Let's see what the next video is about. That's what I do. So you know. But yeah, we're already 20 minutes, so we'll cut it off here. God damn it. That's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, concerns, you know what the fuck to do. Leave them in the goddamn comments box, and I'll get them answered bright and early. See you tomorrow, God damn it. Later.